I want to talk about Robert De Niro, the two-time Academy Award winner, made some noise in New York City this past weekend, um, while going to speak on behalf of the Biden administration. You see Robert De Niro come at some Trump supporters, where there is a literal clip of him calling Trump supporters, you're gangsters, you're nothing but gangsters. And this is coming from somebody who's played a gangster in Goodfellas, who's played a gangster in Casino, who's played a gangster in Analyze This, and Analyze That, in Mean Streets, in Heat. It goes on and on and on. And just seeing the raise that Robert De Niro has performed on screen for the last 50 years, he literally shows that out there on the streets of New York against Trump supporters. This was hilarious. I loved it. And the irony of him calling somebody a gangster, I assume that was an insult.
Well, you know what? Insult or otherwise, there's very few people outside of actual gangsters who know what a gangster looks like and acts like. So I suppose, if nothing else, we can call it factual, given how well acquainted Robert De Niro is with the mob life through his films. But yeah, I agree. I mean, my whole thing is, it's Robert De Niro. He's not, I know he was out there for a presidential campaign or whatever, but like he's not running for president. He's not a politician. He's an 80-year-old man. He's got a 50-year career in acting. He's got tons of money. He's got a
A
newborn
6 month.
who's probably keeping somebody in his house up. Probably not him, but you know.
Mhm.
Um I don't mean the idea that he went off. I mean, he is a New Yorker at heart. We saw how the New York Mets handled the press, so the idea that De Niro was going to handle it any better
Mhm.
uh, isn't all that shocking. But I do think it's funny. I don't again. Why would you yell at Robert De Niro? Like if you yell at like the
He's just
president,
the guy say your movies are trash. You're a has-been. You suck. And that's just opinions are opinions. But Robert De Niro is not in bad movies. He's one of the greatest
no,
actors of all time.
Yeah, you can't even pretend.
50 years he's been doing it. You can't do anything badly for 50 years, I don't think.
Two Oscars.
Um,
Just got nominated for an Oscar this past Oscar
yeah,
season.
recently, right. Um, no, but yeah, I don't again, if it was the actual like president or like a politician and you yell at them, they have to give like a weak answer because everyone needs to like them. They're looking for votes or whatever, and you can feel good about yourself because you yelled at someone and they didn't yell back at you. But again, Robert De Niro doesn't care. Like truthfully, even I mean, I'm sure he cares a little. He's volunteering, but like no matter what happens, Robert De Niro is still fabulously wealthy, right? Like that
Yeah.
doesn't change no matter what happens to the rest of us. So why would he care about yelling at you? He has no. It's same with like it was back with like remember when Cardi B threw that water bottle at someone or the microphone at someone or whatever she
Hmm.
did. Same thing. Like Cardi B wouldn't like these celebrities don't care about what you care about. If they're mad at you, they're just gonna be mad at you, and you're gonna deal with it, and you're gonna look stupid because everybody likes them. That's why they're celebrities. But good for him. He didn't like what they were saying about him.
Hmm.
Objectively false statements. So combating fake news. Big fan of that on this my side of this personally. So I liked it. Again, I thought it was a little weird that they came after De Niro at all, but I'm glad that he had comebacks ready. A little strange that they were you're nothing but a gangster, but it's a comeback. So,
I'm just watching this. Is like, wow, I've seen this movie before, literally.
and it's also that 80-year-old anger, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably where the gangster insult comes from, because he's probably more so insulting them as like you've got that cult mentality, you're just kind of following along.
Right, yeah. I
And
don't
that falls in line with like the gangster thing. Like you guys
yeah,
are like okay with wiping away crimes or ignoring them if it's
yeah.
like for you and your people.
Especially for someone who's defined his career playing gangsters.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
It's
it
like
is
if I
ironic.
if I I'm fighting with somebody, you're a podcaster. You're a podcaster. Oh man.
It would be like if Clint Eastwood was calling everybody cowboy down south or something.
You're a cowboy. You're a
Yeah.
cowboy. Jorge Jorge Lopez. You're a baseball player. You're a baseball player.
Right, yeah. I mean, I get one fairness, he's not actually Jorge Lopez is a baseball player. You are a podcaster. Robert De Niro is not a gangster. He plays one. He's not actually a
Funny.
gangster. So that's a very, very specific distinction. I'm not a gangster, but I play one on TV. There's an old saying about that. Not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Oh,
So very, very specifically, I don't think Robert De Niro has been accused of any credible crimes as a gangster. But yes, given his association with that genre, it is a little weird that that was top of mind as an insult. But